So you've came up with a great story. You've been writing your fiction book for a while. You put a lot of thought and a lot of work into it, but now comes the time to edit your book and then publish it. And after you've gotten it published, then what? You need to get a lot of people's eyes upon it in order to purchase your book. In order to sell many copies of your book, it's going to take a lot of promoting it on several different avenues, such as social media, website, YouTube. There are so many elements and components to go into writing and publishing your book. But if you don't have eyes that you are getting on your book, it will be difficult to sell much of anything. So what's the best route to take? There isn't just one way. There's more than one way of doing things. You can self-publish your book, or you can get someone to publish your book for you, like the traditional route of publishing. Each way has its different advantages and disadvantages. Going the traditional route won't cost you the money up front, but you'll need to be accepted by a book publisher. Getting accepted by a book publisher can be a difficult thing, especially if you are new to it. Once you submit your manuscript, you may get rejected right away. You may need to try multiple times to get your manuscript to be viewed by a publisher, even if it's different publishers. But whichever way, you will need to be consistent about following through with the process. It can be a discouraging one, but if you are serious about getting published through a traditional book publisher, you will need to follow through, even if rejection keeps grabbing you in the ass. Take a look, for example, at Stephen King. He tried 60 times, 60 attempts to get his first book published. All those times he was rejected, but he kept sticking with it. And after all that time, look at all the novels he's put out, all the best-selling books. And now he has a net worth of $400 million. It's all because he stuck with it and didn't give up. Getting your book published the traditional route has always been a great and favorable way to get your book published. But these days there are many people that are going with the self-publishing route to get their books published, because oftentimes it can be rather difficult to get accepted through a traditional book publisher, especially when there's so much competition out there these days, and it keeps growing more and more all the time. The downside of self-publishing is you will have to cover the costs yourself, like book cover, editing. Editing is a must. If you don't have your book professionally edited, it will more than likely have many flaws in it and make it difficult to read. When it comes to having a book cover designed, a great place to go with is Fiverr. Fiverr offers you a great opportunity to have a book cover designed by various different professional book editors and designers, all at a very reasonable rate. Another important thing to look at is what different ways you can get your book published through self-publishing. Other than the traditional ebook, there is also paperback. It's good to go with different places like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and various other routes that you can take. But one important thing, though, is it's good to take advantage of getting your book published through as many different routes as possible, through hardcover, paperback, ebook, audio. There's many different great ways that you can get your book published, and it's best to get your book published through as many ways as possible to get your book seen and viewed in front of as many eyes as possible. I hope that you enjoyed today's content. Please feel free to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care.